Okay, welcome to Epidemiology for Fall 2017. I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of the course structure. So the course introduction folder has a lot of the introductory materials that you will need, including the syllabus. You'll probably want to save a copy of that onto your local hard drive and keep that for reference. It has our contact information, the all the information that we'll be covering, what your grade will consist of. So pretty much everything that you need to know about the course is there in the syllabus. The other document that you will find in the syllabus is our weekly schedule that includes when assignments are due, both homework and quizzes and the midterm and the final, all of that information, as well as the topics that will be covered each week. So that is another important document that you want to make sure to review in the course introduction folder. And then we are having weekly webinars. Those will be Wednesday at 8 and Thursday at 8:30. I will also be holding office hours Thursday at 7:30 or by appointment. But if you cannot get to those live webinars, and we understand that not everyone can, make sure that you know how to watch the recorded webinars. So there's a link there in the course introduction folder on how to watch a recorded webinar. Going back to some other important folders in the course, there's also a class participation folder. You'll notice in the syllabus that class participation is part of your grade. So you do want to make sure to keep up with your class participation score, and that is something that you score yourself by filling out this template every week. So you'll want to save a copy of the file to your local computer and just keep track of it on a weekly basis, and then that is due around the same time the midterm is due as well. And when you're in that class participation folder, the template is right here to download at the end of the semester. When you're ready to turn it in, you just click on the link above that, and then you can turn in your template. Then every week, you'll see we've got the topics for each week, and I'm just going to go into week 3 as an example. So in week 3, you're going to see that we've got the tasks for the week outlined for you at the top, whether there's reading, the fact that there's a recorded lecture that there's going to be every week, the fact that you need to attend or listen to a recorded webinar, and then there's the required homework, and then there's some optional things that you can do. Usually you can get some extra points for class participation for those optional things as well. So the lecture content folder will have the recorded webinar. The homework folder will have the homework assignment. Usually there is a document that walks you through what the assignment is, and then there's a template to turn the assignment in. And then as soon as you turn in the assignment, the answer key will be available to you, so you can actually go back and see if you got your answers right. Now those homework assignments in the first part of the semester are not going to be graded by me. You're going to turn those in. You'll get full credit for turning them in, but you're going to be responsible for looking at the correct answers and correcting your own homework assignments. The homework assignments are exactly like the midterm is going to be, so I highly recommend that you do those homework assignments on a weekly basis to stay on track. The other things that you'll see in the weekly folders besides the homework are the weekly quiz assignments. The quizzes you can take as many times as you like. The last attempt will be the one that is counted. So you can go back and take those as many times as you would like until you get 100%. All the quizzes will be due for for the first half of the course will be due at the same time the midterm is due. So you can go back and turn those in and work on those throughout the first half of the semester. The weekly homeworks, though, are due each week. And again, you'll see the answer key and sometimes even a video walkthrough or a spreadsheet explaining the answers as soon as you turn those in. The midterm review folder is actually also open as well. There's some midterm review exercises. It's just like the homework. There's going to be a Word document that explains the midterm review and then a place to actually turn it in. I would suggest actually starting to work on that Word document kind of on a weekly basis as you do your homework, just to get some extra practice. If you wait until the end when the midterm is due and try to do all of that work right at the end of the first half of the semester, you might find it's a little overwhelming. So I would recommend doing that as we go along. And after the first couple of weeks, I'm also going to open up the actual midterm assignment as well. That's take home. You have as much time as you need to do it. So that's also something that you can work on a weekly basis to make sure that you're not trying to do it all right at the time when everything's due at the midterm. So I think that is most of the information to cover for the first part of the semester. Oh, one other thing. Within each week as well, there is a discussion thread for that week. Let me go to another week here. So if there are questions about the materials for that particular week, so here we've got the week 3 measures of disease frequency discussion thread. If there are questions about that week, comments that you have, that's the place to put those questions that are specific for that week. That's a way to get extra participation points as well, is posting your questions, ideas, and comments in that discussion thread, and also helping to answer your fellow students' questions there as well. You can help your participation grade by participating in that thread. So each week has its own thread. For overall questions for the course, there is a general course Q&A where you want to post your general questions about the course. But for the weekly topics, make sure to put them in those weekly threads so that they're all together and we know where to find them. All right, I think that is it.